Hello everyone. Recently there was a news the Odisha state government has proposed a second biosphere reserve in the southern part of the state at Mahendragiri. So in this particular video, we'll be learning some facts, information about Mahendragiri Hills. Okay, because biosphere reserve is a static topic of environment. So static topic is available in most of the books. So, because this is in news, so we have to know each and every uh, relevant topics regarding Mahendragiri Hills. So, the government has proposed to the central government that this has to be the second biosphere reserve in the state. The first one is Simlipal Biosphere Reserve. It's very famous Simlipal Biosphere Reserve. Now, Mahendragiri Hills is the second highest peak in the state, and the first is Deomali. Remember the name, that is Deomali, Deomali. Deomali is the highest peak of Odisha. All these things are in Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats. Okay. Now, it is present in the Ghats district of Odisha, that is towards southern Odisha, Eastern Ghats. Now, Mahendragiri is inhabited by a particular tribal people. That name is Soura, Soura, Soura people, a particularly vulnerable tribal group, as well as the Kantha tribe. Another tribe name is Kantha tribe. So you need to remember the names Saura, and the other thing is the other tribe name is Kantha tribe. Okay. Now, why this is biosphere reserve? This is biosphere reserve because lot of endemic plants, animals, floral, faunal densities found here. So according to IUCN, 29 of the 41 species of threatened medicinal plants found in Odisha are found here. Out of 41 species of threatened medicinal plants of total Odisha, 29 of the species are found here. The faunal diversity of hills consists of 388 species of animals, including 27 species of mammals, 165 species of birds, 23 species of snakes, 15 species of amphibians, 3 species of turtles, 19 lizards. So the floral and faunal diversity are also threatened here. That is why the government is proposing it to be a biosphere reserve. Now, Mahendragiri is also known as the Mount Kailash of Odisha. Remember, Mahendragiri is also known as the Mount Kailash of Odisha. And the hill, there is a Mahendragiri Hills, it is not only limited to Odisha, it has some spread in the Srikakulam border of Andhra Pradesh. So it is in Odisha plus Andhra Pradesh. Obviously, most of it is it's found in Odisha, but there are also some portions which are found in Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Now coming to the historical and cultural reference of Mahendragiri, you can get a question with regard to art and culture. Okay. So what are the historical and cultural references of Mahendragiri? So I've aligned it with art and culture topic. Okay. First of all, Mahendragiri has got great spiritual and mythological significance. It has great spiritual and mythological significance. How? First of all, it was described in the epic, the Mahabharata. In the Mahabharata, this Mahendragiri Hills has references in that book, and also in the Puranas. Now, Puranas goes back to the origin of Puranas goes back to Vedic, in particular later Vedic, and the compilation of Puranas happened in Guptas. Okay, these are all ancient history. Static ancient history. Okay, so in Puranas also and in Mahabharata also, the references are found of this particular Mahendragiri Hills. Okay, it also finds references in the works of poets Sarladas, who was the author of the Oriya Mahabharata, Radhanath Ray, who was the he was the initiator of modernity in Oriya literature. Okay, so in their books also this the name Mahendragiri Hills, it has found there are references to it. Okay, in these books, you just need to know the names. Most importantly, it is a place of worship during Mahashivratri and attracts thousands of pilgrims every year. So every year during Mahashivratri, thousands of pilgrims come here. Now, traditionally, the priest in these temples, mostly there are Shiva temples. We'll be coming to the Shiva temples. Okay, I have mentioned it in next page. So in these Shiva temples, mostly the priests they belong to a particular tribe. That tribe name is Savara tribe. Remember the name Savara, Savara, Savara tribe. Okay. According to Mahabharata and Brahmanda Puran, there is a name. There are a lot of Purans. No need to remember the names. But according to Mahabharata and a particular Puran, that is the Brahmanda Puran, sage Parshuram was the sixth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. He spent his life here in meditation to atone for his sin of killing the Kshatriyas in 21 rounds. So he did the meditation at over this Mahendragiri hills because he wanted to repent for his sin of killing the Kshatriyas. It is also believed that he is currently spending his life on this mountain as he is a Chiranjeevi and is believed and is blessed to live up to the Pralaya Kal, that is the end of the world. It is believed. It's kind of a you can say mythology or something, but it is believed he is currently still spending his life in that particular place. Okay. There are ample references of to Mahendragiri in Kalidas poem, that is Raghuvamsam. Now this is a static topic. Again, this is a static topic. We all study in our ancient history, Gupta Age, written by Kalidas during the Gupta Age. So we have in this book also we have references to Mahendragiri hills. So the current affair of Mahendragiri, we are linking it to ancient history. This is how you have to make your notes, to have that linkage, forward and backward linkage. Each and every topic you have to link it to your static course, so that it helps you in prelims, and also if a art and culture question comes in mains, you can enrich your answer. Okay. So Kalidas Raghuvamsham में भी इसका reference है. So there is a references of Kalidas Mahendragiri in Kalidas Raghuvamsham. Next, it is believed that the Pandavas visited Mahendragiri during their 1 year period of living underground and constructed the Shiva temples for worship at different places on the mountain. It's a big mountain, right? So there are different places. They during their 1 year underground period, the Pandavas, which has reference to Mahabharata, so they constructed the Shiva temples. It is believed in this particular mountain. There are different places, so they have constructed these temples, Shiva temples. Now these temples are now protected under our Antique Monuments, Archaeological Remains and Sites Act of 1958, very famous act, and it is protected under this act. Now what are the temples? The temple names are Yudhishthira temple, that is the Dharmaraju temple, Bhima temple is Gokarneshwara temple, and another is Kunti temple. Okay, you have to remember the names because nowadays questions are coming they will match the following format, or which of these are correctly matched. They will name the temple and they will tell the state name. So you have to remember Yudhishthira temple, Bhima temple, Kunti temple. All three are Shiva temples. Okay. Now this is called Dharmaraju, Gokarneshwara temple, Kunti temple. Kunti temple was built around 12th century AD in medieval times, and it is said Bhima temple was built in around Gupta or just immediately after Gupta. This is also the same thing, Yudhishthira temple by the Pandavas. So these temples goes back, most of the temples goes, not all, most of the temples goes back to the Gupta era. These three are famous temples still there, so you have to remember these three names. Okay. So these three temples, their architecture. Now, obviously, if they're in Odisha, so their architecture will be similar to our Kalinga architecture, which we study in our art and architecture, temple architecture topic. Kalinga is also a subset. Kalinga architecture is also a subset of Nagara architecture, that is the North Indian temples. So these temples have similarities with Sri Jagannath Temple of Puri. Now, Sri Jagannath Temple of Puri, that is also comes. It also comes under the Kalinga architecture. And the timeline of Jagannath temple, so Jagannath temple goes back to 10th 11th century. Okay, it goes back to the 11th century, that is the we call it as Chodaganga Empire. Okay, so and this the detailing of Jagannath temple is there in our art and culture topic. Okay, on the whole it represents the Trirath style of Kalinga architecture with some sculptural decoration. So ओवरऑल ये सब त्रिरथ स्टाइल ऑफ कलिंग आर्किटेक्चर के अंडर में आता है. The Yudhishthir temple has an inscription which is believed to be that of King Rajendra Chola II. So again we have a connection with our static topic, that is the Chola Empire. So it is said that there is an inscription of King Rajendra Chola I in Yudhishthir temple of Mahendragiri. Okay, and Rajendra Chola we all study under our Chola architecture, 11th century South India. Fine. So these are the connection or the connectivity which we have to do of a current affair topic with our static syllabus. Now, as per mythology, Lord Sri Ram and his great devotee monkey Lord Hanuman had worshipped Lord Gokarneshwar. Gokarneshwar, that is a temple name, or we call it the Shiva. Okay, they worshipped Gokarneshwar in the Tretaya Yug in Mahendragiri. It is as per mythology, it is said that Sri Ram, Lord Sri Ram and Hanuman had worshipped the Lord Gokarneshwar in Mahendragiri. And there is also a place in nearby that place or in that hills. There is a place or in the foothill of Mahendragiri. There is a place called Hanuman Kuda. Now this Hanuman Kuda is also a place in Mahendragiri. As per legends, during Ramayana, a monkey called Hanuman, that is a monkey god called Hanuman, had jumped from here for Lanka in the search of Mata Sita. These are the mythological connectivity. Now, as per reports, the central government has recognized Mahendragiri as a Ramayan Tirth. Now, this is a prelim statement. The central government has recognized Mahendragiri as the Ramayan Tirth. Okay. Now, some rivers flowing through these particular hills. You have to remember the river names. Questions can be asked. River Mahendratanaya flows down the mountain to the east through Mandasa and joins the Bay of Bengal at Barua, which was once an important port. This was an ancient port, remember, Barua. And the river name is Mahendratanaya. It joins the Bay of Bengal. Similarly, in the western counterpart, so one is eastern, this is Odisha, one is eastern and one is western. Here is the Mahendragiri. Okay. So in the western counterpart of Mahendratanaya flows across the hills to meet Vamsadhara. Vamsadhara is also a very important river as its main tributary. Okay. Another small river is also there. Another small tributary that emanates from the mountain is called Sanamudi Gedda. Remember the name? Or Sunamudi Gedda, Sunamudi Sunamudi Gedda, which passes through Mandasa. Mandasa is a place, okay, and it also joins the Bay of Bengal. So this is the Mahendragiri, the all information regarding Mahendragiri. Now there is another Mahendragiri also in Tamil Nadu. There is another Mahendragiri. You should not get confused, okay? And that Mahendragiri is also very important. There is a Mahendragiri which is a hill in Tamil Nadu, Tirunelveli district, Western Ghats, southwestern Ghats of Tamil Nadu, South Tamil Nadu. Okay. Now, why it is important? First of all, it is in the Western Ghats. Okay. Second, the ISRO propulsion complex, where it is a test facility for ISRO's launch vehicle, and satellite propulsion center is situated on the lower slopes of this mountain. Here, the ISRO or the propulsion complex, it's a complex. वहाँ पे ISRO का जो launch vehicle और satellite propulsion होता है center इसी hills में है, Mahendragiri hills. ठीक है? So these are the information regarding Mahendragiri. Now you have to go through the Biosphere Reserve static part, which comes from the MAP program of UNESCO, and all those related information regarding Biosphere Reserve, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries. You have to go in detail. You should not study limited, because these are very important topics. You should do in detail. Okay. Thank you.